Okay, I thought I would start with the broken arm for that float in the toilet tank. You could see that the float is still just floating there in the water. And then we're going to go to the guest bedroom to the right of the bathroom. Just showing you this, hard to see, but there's a dryer on the floor there, just drying out the carpet because the water came through. Um, Nothing happened in this particular room. I didn't know that until I started going through it, so it is part of the video. So that was the AC. You could see where this blower is blowing up the carpet underneath, and it's kind of floating. They pull the carpet up a little bit. We're back in the bathroom again, and in video you'll be able to see that same toilet tank that I took a picture of. Just wanted to make sure that it was gotten. You'll probably see it later too. But you can notice that the baseboards are pulled away from the wall. I couldn't get a good shot of the base of the cabinet that has the ripples in it, but just because it wouldn't show up on video. Baseboards pulled off in the laundry closet there. You could kind of see where it's pulled apart. That's because there was some water against that, and the water kind of seeps through the walls. And this is still in that room. I think when I come back out of your room, which I'm going in now, you'll see another shot of the hallway there. So your dresser is moved over. It's kind of dark. It was dark in the room. But there's a blower right there. Ripples in the carpet a little bit, but I think those may have been there. Sorry for the quality. But right along your baseboard between the closet and bathroom and your room, there was some water there. So they pulled the baseboards away from the wall there to let that air out as well. And then you go into the closet or into the bathroom, and you can see, look at that, we got light. There's a blower there blowing that carpet up. You can kind of see it. Looks like a heartbeat there. But all of your things were removed out of there because that carpet was pretty well saturated. Baseboards were pulled away from the wall. Some of your clothes were taken out. But you will see when I turn around that they moved all of your things into the bathroom. Just part of their service. Pretty awesome that they do all that. And the fella there, Mark, said that there was no water damage to any of the things that they moved in your bathroom. That right there is a dehumidifier, so that sucks the air out of the room and then pumps it down the drain in the bathroom. So you could see the blowers there, and you could see the baseboards off of the wall. And then we're going to go downstairs. And as I mentioned to you, that is probably going to look more dramatic than anything else. So I just wanted to show you how the carpet's being blown up. You'll see that it's more dramatic in the family room than anything else because all of the wood floors have been removed. And they did that in very short order and smartly because you don't want that water to stay sitting underneath the floor and do even more damage. So baseboards are off, still some water on the floor there. And then you swing around, there's lots of dryers here. So that is a tube that I'll show you in a bit. It's kind of, with the light coming in from outside, it's kind of hard to get everything to not get saturated with light when I'm videoing this with my phone. But you can see baseboards off, blowers are on, the entertainment center's pulled away from the wall. That tube there, it just goes up into the ceiling, so they blow air up in there to keep that air circulating and drying everything out. Really, really dark picture here. Sorry about that. Just trying to show the blowers and stuff. I did take some pictures of this stuff that you'll see after the end of the video. That'll kind of be a little better. So there's where you can see that's probably the biggest damage that was done other than the floor, is where the water came through the ceiling. That's a little puckered paint where the water wants to come through, and they were going to cut that and make sure that that water came out, but not over on top of your entertainment center. You could see some staining on the ceiling here where that water just kind of sat and seeped through a bit. And there's that tube I was telling you about. So they cut a hole right in the ceiling, which allows them to get up in there and get the water out. So moving over to the kitchen, they removed a lot of things from the pantry. Oh, there's your chair. And okay. Oh, I turned the light on, so I got a little better shot there. There was a little bit of water on that. You could see on the bottom. Not sure if that's because of a vacuum hitting it or just because of the water, but you'll be able to see that when you get back to town. So we're in the guest bath there. Kitchen, you can see where all of your things have been moved over. You can see things blowing around because of all those blowers in there. And just trying to get in position to be able to show you the ceiling. So you can see that's above the pantry. And that water just turns that drywall brown. You can see the family room there. Not a pretty sight. But like I said, it looks like a war zone because they're trying to dry everything out with all these dryers, and they move things around. More dryers. I think we're about to go downstairs. Yes, to the downstairs suite. That's probably where most of the wetness on the ceiling and drywall came from, so you could see where that wetness is there. The top of the entertainment center and the TV got wet. You could see even the walls on the outside there got wet. The water was streaming down the window treatments when ServPro came in. Still a lot of that. So I'm going outside. Didn't even know this existed. But you could see that there's water that came through the ceiling there. I don't know what I was doing there. Of course, there's still all kinds of water on the little back lanai there. There you go. A little better shot of it there. So then back up. The ServPro guys are still there. Dehumidifiers, dryers, and blowers. That's what they put in, but you could see some water damage on the wall there, and certainly over where the bed was against that wall. You notice the fans are on. There you go, some more area where the water came through. So lots to show you there. So the water tends to kind of seep through the wall or saturate that drywall where it sits on 2x4s inside the wall. Okay, in the bathroom. You can see how wet that wall still is. That'll take a little bit of, hey, there's me. That'll take a little bit of drying yet to get that out, but they think that by Monday that should start to look better. And we're back out. I think we're going to head down to the garage. And I think you had some people show you some pictures of the garage, because that ceiling they had to pull in. It was saturated. Part of it fell in, my understanding. So not a pretty sight. And that light's still hanging, but I don't think you have anything to worry about there. So lots of water damage there. You could see it even on the block wall. So the good news is that from a neighbor perspective, I don't think you have much to worry about because of the firewall that goes in between the units. Anyhow, so there's some pictures of everything for you. That's the closet under the stairs from Jorge's room. And that's in that same room. All in that room right now. So you can see how dark the water made the walls. Even by light switches, as you saw there. I wanted to show you that where the baseboards were pulled away from the wall, even going up and down the stairs. That's just the OSB flooring in your family room. And that's the better pictures of the family room with the camera instead of the video. A pretty crazy mess, but all repairable without a doubt. I wanted to show you how that table warped a bit because it had so much water on it. Those are a couple of planks that are sitting on the dehumidifier. That's the kitchen, obviously. But you could see how far-reaching it was. Back to the family room. Almost done. There's that toilet again. laundry. A little better shot of the laundry. Just wanted to show you how they took care of your stuff. That's the kitchen. I just took a bunch of random pictures. There's a eating area in the kitchen. And that is all.